In this video, I'm going to show you some extremely simple strategies to help your auto shop's Google business profile rank, drive traffic, and generate leads. Why should you care about optimizing your Google business profile? It's because it helps you rank here, and I call this beachfront real estate on the internet. There are dozens of things you can do and change to rank in this Google local pack. So let's jump into the 7 most important things that you can do for your auto shop, starting with 2 things that very few other SEO experts talk about. The first thing is to consistently add photos and videos. This one is actually easier than you think as an auto shop. Every week, your team is likely fixing dozens, if not hundreds of vehicles. The opportunity for photos and videos are endless. Now, a really important note here is that these photos don't have to live on your website. They live on your profile where very few people actually see them. They're more for Google than they are for users. So every day, your team can snap photos of engines and bald tires and dents, whatever you fix. And then you have a super simple Google folder structure. Folder 1, unpublished photos and videos. Folder 2, published photos and videos. So whenever your team snaps a photo or a video, they simply drop it into the unpublished folder, and that's where their work stops. Then an admin person on your team can go in once per week to that unpublished folder, likely find dozens of photos and videos, and they can drop those into your Google business profile. And then they can move them to the published folder. Voila. So why should you care about optimizing your Google business profile? The reason why is it helps you rank here. This is beachfront real estate on the internet. It's called the Google Local Pack. It's the first organic part of Google that shows up when people search for keywords like auto shop in Seattle. And there are dozens of things you can change both in your profile and on your website. The first thing that you're going to want to do is consistently add photos and videos to your profile. And you can see here that this is like a post section, almost like social media. And you can add videos up to about a minute long. And then with those photos or videos, you can add a mini article that then links to your website. Every day you're working on a bunch of different things. You can take photos and videos of those. And I recommend having a really simple structure to do this. It sounds complicated. Create a Google Drive folder. Have an unpublished folder and a published folder. That's really easily linkable for your technicians. They snap a photo of a Grand Cherokee that they're, fixing up. They snap 2 photos and a 10-second video. They drop it into the unpublished folder. Then once a week, someone on your team can go into the unpublished folder. They can take the photos, title them something a little bit different, because when someone adds it straight from their phone, it's probably going to look like the image file name is going to be something like 12345.jpg. And then they can slightly change that to, 2007 Grand Cherokee, blah, blah, blah. They can then drop that into the published folder and then publish it to your profile so they know which ones have been published and which ones are still unpublished. The second strategy is to get 5-star reviews for your auto shop ASAP using some really basic hacks. Now, a caveat, of course, you want to get reviews from actual paying clients, but this hack is a little bit different. My guess is that you work with at least a few other professionals. Could be tow truck companies, could be dealerships, could be auto transport companies. Google allows anyone to leave you a review, so long as that review is honest. So ask all your professional connections for a Google review. You probably have 5 to 10 at a minimum. And when you ask them for a review, make it really, really easy. Something like, hey, Steve, I'm looking to get more Google reviews for my business. Can you please spend 30 seconds leaving me a review? Here's the link. It's very, very important that you share the exact link. Here's an example of a review that you can write, Steve. Joey and the team at XYZ Auto Shop are really good at what they do, and their quality is next level. And within the next 30 days with your professional connections, you should be able to get at least 5 to 10 Google reviews, if not many more. It seems small, but it can make a big, big difference. Obviously, you probably know why Google reviews matter, but let's just share really briefly why they matter. Let's go to Denver, 787 reviews, 1,000 reviews, 447 reviews. And obviously you want to get reviews from paying clients, but my guess is that you work with at least a few other professionals. could be tow truck companies, could be dealerships, could be just about anyone. Now, Google allows anyone to leave you a review so long as that review is honest. So you can ask all of your professional buddies to leave you a Google review. And let's go through here and see some examples of perfect example. Great shop, honest folks, and always curious and accommodating. This person may not have gotten actual service from this company, and you can ask your buddies to do the same thing. The third thing is to make sure your auto shop's Google business profile categories are set up properly. This is where it can actually get a little bit confusing for auto shops. So if you want to rank in that Google local pack beachfront real estate for auto shop related queries, then your primary category should either be auto body shop or auto repair shop. Now, it depends on the exact keywords that you care about. So for example, if I go to Google and search for auto collision shop repair Portland, businesses that have auto body shop as their primary category rank. On the flip side, if I search for something like third-party Porsche service shop Portland, businesses that have auto repair shop as their primary category rank. So it depends on your specific business. If you want to rank in the Google local pack for auto shop related keywords, then your primary category should either be auto repair shop, as you can see here, or auto body shop. You have those two options, and now it depends on the exact keywords that you care about. So for example, if I search for auto collision shop Portland, shop Seattle, excuse me, auto body shop, auto body shop, auto body shop. Or if I search for something like third party Porsche service shop Seattle, let's see what pops up here. These are all import doctors, oops, auto repair shop. So it really depends on the keywords that you care about. So you need to do some queries and see what are the people that are searching for my services? What are they searching for? The fourth thing is to add a localized keyword to the first few words of your primary Google business profile description. In your case, auto repair shop and city name. And make sure that your primary description is as close to 750 characters as possible. So this right here is your primary Google business profile description. And here's an example of what the first sentence could look like. We're a trusted auto repair shop in Seattle, Washington, with 10 years of experience and hundreds of clients served. Really basic. Pro tip here, embed your Google business profile into the footer of your website. And here's exactly how you can embed it. So to find your primary description, just search for your business name, unless you're already in the back end of your profile. You can go down here and you can see that they've added repair shop to their first sentence of their Google business profile main description. I highly recommend adding a localized keyword in the first sentence. So let's say you're in Seattle, you're an auto repair shop. You might say something like, we are an auto repair shop in Seattle with 15 years experience and thousands of customers. A pro tip on this one, it's a little extra credit. I recommend embedding your Google business profile on your website, not embedding a map of 123 Main Street, but actually embedding the profile. So you can click here on your profile, you can hit share, and then you can hit embed a map. And now this is actually an embeddable map of your Google business profile with all the reviews and all the content. So embedding this map on your profile is very different than embedding a map of 123 Main Street. The fifth thing is to make sure that your Google business profile website link is correct and points to the HTTPS secure version of your website. And here's exactly where that is. And here's an example of a business doing it incorrectly. To quickly check if your website is secure, just hover over your website link, hit copy link address, and then go here and paste it. If it's HTTPS, it's secure. If it's just HTTP or just www or just something like this, then it's not the secure version. Google's pretty good at figuring this stuff out, but you'd rather make it extra simple for Google and give it the HTTPS secure version straight out of the gate. The sixth thing is to consider updating your Google business profile name using a localized auto shop keyword. Getting a DBA, a doing business as, is actually really cheap and necessary for this process. So if you may have noticed with your competitors that they're gaming the system in their Google business profile. They're adding keywords into their name, such as auto repair at the end of their business name, even though that may not be their traditional business name. This may be something that you want to consider, but only after you purchase that DBA with your specific state. So for example, your auto body shop's business name is currently Full Throttle. Sounds pretty cool. You may want to get a DBA for Full Throttle Auto Repair as your new business name. Now you've hit an exact match keyword in your Google business profile. As you may have noticed with some of your competitors, they may be gaming the system. So if you want to rank for like auto collision repair, you can see that just every single business that's ranking has the word collision or even collision repair in their Google business profile business name. This business may be called this, but they may just be called the body shop. And they may have added collision repair as an extra keyword at the end of their business name. And this is something that you may want to consider, but you only should do this if you purchase a DBA with the state. So meaning that you are fully authorized to use this extra business name. So again, let's say you're an auto collision repair shop in Los Angeles and your business is called Full Throttle. Right now, your business might just say Full Throttle here. Imagine if it said Full Throttle Auto Collision Repair LA. This could be the difference between you ranking in the Google local pack and not ranking in the Google local pack. Again, get that DBA with the state. In this case, it would be California. My guess is it costs less than $50 per year. It probably takes less than 10, 15 minutes to purchase this. And now you're fully authorized to use this DBA with the state. So if Google comes back and when you change it from this, Full Throttle, to this, Google might say, hey, can you verify that for me? You know, you just change your business name. Can you verify that this is your legal business name? Now that you have that documentation with the state, it's really easy to send that to Google support and say, yep, take a look, this is my business name, and they should approve it right away. The seventh thing is to ensure your homepage's title tag, meta description, and header tags align with the keyword that you want to rank for. So for example, if you're an auto repair shop in Seattle, then you probably want to rank for auto repair in Seattle, Washington, obviously. Therefore, your homepage's title tag, meta description, and header tags should hit this keyword. Here's exactly what this means with an example. A title tag and meta description is this. This is a title tag. This is a meta description. Title tag, meta description. Why this matters is that when Google looks at your Google business profile, it understands that there's a website link. And it understands that if someone like me is searching, I'm probably going to go to your website to take a look around and see if you're a business that's, I'd consider working with. And so the content on your website makes a difference to your profile because they're connected. And so one of the first things that Google looks at is your title tag and meta description. Most businesses link to their homepage. So if I go to this website and I click on the link, it takes me to their homepage. If I go here, I click to their link, it takes me to their homepage. So particularly the homepage title tag and meta description is really important in terms of adding a keyword to it. So if you're a collision repair shop and your title tag does not mention collision repair shop in Los Angeles, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage. So the header tags on the page, just so you know what those are, is the big words on the page. As you can see here, they've added a keyword, Los Angeles County's #1 rated body shop. And so Google, when it crawls their profile, is also looking at their website, the title tag, the meta description, and then the content on the page, and particularly those main headers, the main large text. So very easy for you to make these changes, and it could impact your performance in the Google local pack. These 7 strategies will take your auto body shop's Google business profile to the next level, driving more visibility, leads, and revenue. But these strategies are just the tip of the iceberg. I'd say by doing the actions in this video, you got yourself about 40% of the way there, which is killer. But if you want to compete with the big kids, you're gonna need to do even more than that. And we've helped auto shops not only optimize their Google business profile, but optimize their entire digital presence. We're a full service digital marketing agency. Go to our website, linked in the description, and reach out to us, and I personally will jump on a call with you. See you in the next video.